What's up, everybody? This is TEKNOBLAST and Technos Gaming. How's it going tonight? It's good to be back. I've been offline for a couple of weeks, a little bit disconnected from the gaming world, podcasts, putting stuff content out. Been a little busy because the kids started back at school a couple weeks ago, and all days on a Thursday, which I still don't get why they start on Thursday and not just on a regular Monday. That way they can have an entire full week of school instead of 2 days and then the weekend. Getting them all hyped for school and all, just to have a weekend to themselves again, just doesn't make sense to me. So maybe somebody in the chat or somebody in the comments later down the line can explain that to me because I still don't get it. And but today I did had some time to today was a big day in gaming. The Gamescom started tonight, and a lot of games were announced, both new and old. And I didn't watch the show itself because one, it was during the day, work time. I still could have watched it, but I didn't. I chose not to because of Jeff Keighley. I just can't stand that smug mother effer. I just can't stand watching him anymore. I can't sit there and watch an entire show with him being the host, whether it's the Game Awards or Gamescom or anything that he is involved with. So I've already told myself that I'm going to boycott whatever show he's on. I want to watch the shows, but when he's hosting, I just cannot stand it. I don't know how people are still a fan of his. I just don't. He's just a smug guy that I just want to punch in the throat and knock him out. But that's just me. I know a lot of people follow him, and I know a lot of people like him. I just don't see it how people like him. I just don't. So now that I got that out of the way, I didn't watch the actual show. What I was waiting for is for the trailers to come out because they come out like right after they're presented, and there was a lot of games. There were a lot of games that were shown. I made a list of ones I want to see or I'm interested in, and it's just too many to show on the screen because I got a few tabs open to kind of go through some of the trailers here. And what am I interested in? And I'll go right down my list that you don't see right now. Um, the ones I'm interested in, and one was Where Wind Meets, Lies of P, Blacktail, The Outlast Trials, Homeworld 3. I think we heard of that one before, but I'm bringing it out there again. Hard Space Shipbreakers, which is this one right here. Dead Island 2, which I thought for some reason we already had a Dead Island 2, and then we didn't, so here we are. The Expanse, the Telltale series, which is great. I hope I'm saying it right, but that Honkai Star Rail, which is like a train game, I think. I forgot what it was. Scars Above, Gotham Knights, which we got a release date. So I think it got the same release date. Did it not? I don't remember. But I know they delayed it, and then it's still coming out this year, which is good. Word Song, which didn't have really much of an info on it, but I'm interested in. Under the Waves, it's an underwater story game, which looked pretty cool. Atlas Falls, which looks like a big Monster Hunter light game. It just looks like a big open world. New Tales from the Borderlands. Dude, if you're into Borderlands, you got to play these type of games that has Borderlands in it. The Lords of the Fallen, Dune, Everywhere, which didn't have much info either, but I'm interested. Outbreak Island Pendulum, which looks like a first-person zombie shooter game, which I'm into, but that's on Steam. I didn't see anything on for console. Ravenbound, which is another Monster Hunter type game, which also is on Steam. And The Descendant, which to me kind of reminded me of kind of Bayonetta with a mix of Bayonetta in it, which I thought looked pretty cool. And so, but I'm not going to bring up every one of them here. And this is going to be a short show because it's just me tonight. I don't have my boys with me. And this is all of a sudden last minute. Like I just thought about doing this 10 minutes ago. So that's how all of a sudden this was. But one, Shipbreakers, anytime there's a a space game involved, I'm in it, man. Give me that. I'm all for it. And this one looks like more of a puzzle type, save your life game. But I'll be interested in it. Could it be a crappy game by the time I play it? It could be, but who knows? I won't know until I play it myself and see what it's all about. Liza P, which I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of it, and until people started posting it up, like, oh, Liza P, Liza P. It just has a weird name to it. Liza P is coming to Xbox. Yeah, it's coming to Game Pass. And so people are really hyped about this game. So we'll see what this is about. And the trailer looks pretty amazing. Anything that has creepy horror stuff, give it to me. I'm all good with it. I'm always down for that. Outlast Trials. If you haven't played Outlast 1, Outlast 2 was good, but if you played Outlast 1, Outlast 2 it was good, but the fear factor of it is kind of gone out the window because you kind of expect what's going to happen in the second Outlast. But the first Outlast, let me tell you, when I first played the first one, my heart was pounding on those scary parts, and I kid you not, there were moments that I had to turn off the game because it was just too intense. And not too many games do that to me. Not too many games will do that to me where it's so intense, it's so crazy that I have to take a break from it. Outlast did that, and Alien Isolation, man. Those are the two most memorable games I had where I had to pause the game because it was just way not scary, just too much. It was intense. So Outlast Trials looks like it's gonna be a multiplayer game, but we'll see what it's all about. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, so here's Outlast right here. So it's a multiplayer game. But how is that going to work? I don't know. So I guess we'll see when the game releases, if there's a beta test or anything like that. So we'll check it out. Dead Island 2, like I said, I thought we already had this. Like I said, I've been disconnected for a couple of weeks. So I thought we already had a Dead Last 2. But here we are. Google, hope I'm saying it, Poe. I'll just call you Poe. I did play Visage or Visage, however you pronounce it. And I'll tell you what, man, before the game came out on Game Pass, I was all about it. I looked at the trailers, I looked at some of the gameplay, and I was ready to buy it. I had it on my wish list for the very longest time. And then I heard, hey, it's coming to Game Pass. Oh, great. I don't have to buy it now. I'm one of those guys. I won't buy it because it's on Game Pass. Why should I pay for it if I'm already getting within the service that I'm already paying into? I played it. I put a few hours in, and let me tell you, I lost interest pretty fast. I just couldn't get into it. I'm gonna have to give it another try, but I could not get into Visage or Visage. Just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. It lost me at the very beginning, and I had to put it down. So if you like it, man, great for you. But for me, it just wasn't for me. But dude, anything with zombies, like with Dead Island, with what's another zombie game that I saw here? I forgot. I got my list here. Outbreak Island, Pendulum. Dude, I'm all for it. Give me a zombie game, man. I'm never down for. I'm always down for a zombie game. Showing a little bit of the new Tales from the Borderlands. If you haven't played the Telltale ones, the very first one of the Borderlands Telltale games, give it a try. It is hilarious. It is fun to play. It's just like any other Telltale games. It's a decision, type game. You pick A, B, or C, or A, B, X, Y, or whatever the choices you have, and then go through the narrative story that's given to you. But it is hilarious. If you play the regular Borderlands games and you understand the humor that's in those games, it brings it along right into the Telltale games. And I'm pretty sure this one will be no different. It'll be a lot of fun to play. And I suggest or recommend that you guys check it out. Now, the one that I think blew everybody away, especially my generation, I'm level 47 46. I'll be level 47 in November. Is oops. No, go back. I messed it up. Dang it. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Look, I watched that movie plenty of times when I was a kid. As I'm growing up, I forgot which year this movie came out. If you don't know about Killer Clowns from Outer Space and you like campy B budget movies, you got to check it out. Now, when I watched these games when I was a kid or growing up, like I said, I forgot what year it came out. I thought it was the most grossest, disgusting movie I've seen. And it made no sense to me. You got these ugly killer clowns from outer space. They just look gross. You know, they're just nasty looking. Right? And you can't stop watching, though. That's the thing. You watch it, you start the movie, and you can't stop watching. And even though it may disgust you, the way they look, the movie is not great. But the funny thing is the concept, you know, with the killer clowns. Okay, it's just they look gross. Now it's like I don't have a bad taste of the movie. I mean, it's just another 80s 90s movie that came out back then. But I'm telling you, if you haven't watched it, you need to go back out there. Go out there, look for it on whatever stream. I'm sure it's going to come out streaming real soon just because of this game. It's going to come out on like Amazon Prime. It's going to come on Netflix, probably for a temp. It's going to come out. You're going to see it. And you have to watch it. It makes no sense. It is gross. It is ugly. But you're going to get why this game it's just, look at them. It's gross, man. They're gross. And, you'll understand why this game had to come out, and I'm excited. I'm hyped to see what this game is about. Of course, it's a multiplayer game, but who do you play as the survivors, as the killer clowns, or a mix of both? And I guess we'll find out when the beta thing comes out, and we get to try it ourselves. I don't do betas that much. I hate doing betas because I think it disappoints me when the actual game comes out. But this one, I'll at least try a little bit of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Dune looked like a great one, even though it's just it was a trailer. I thought it looked amazing, but we'll see what that's. It's a big MMO, so I'm not an MMO guy, but Dune I kind of relate to because again, I saw the recent movie, which is really good. I watched the original when I was a kid. So, I have some sort of connection to the Dune franchise, and I'll check it out. So we'll see what that's about. So 2 games that I saw that are coming to Xbox Game Pass, and that is Hard Space. Dang it, I can't say it. Hard Space Shipbreaker, that space puzzle game that I was telling you about earlier. That's coming out September 20th, and it's coming to Game Pass. So I don't know. It's coming to Game Pass. I mean, what else can you say? You get to try it. If you don't like it, no regrets, right? You just delete it and go on with the next game. The other game that I saw was on Game Pass was Liza P. So I think this is the one this is pretty cool with the whole rabbit and the mask thing. I'm going to tell you right now, I know nothing about this game. I don't even know what it's about. I don't know why people are even hyped about it. But people are excited for Liza P. People are saying it's about Pinocchio. I don't know if that's true or not. But hey, Liza P, Liza Pinocchio means that if he lies, his nose will grow big. Liar, it's all related to Pinocchio. So I guess it's about Pinocchio. Maybe somebody in the chat, whoever's watching right now, can confirm that. But yeah, it's coming to Game Pass, coming to Xbox One. Like I said, it's gonna be a short show. It's nothing nothing long for tonight, just because I'm by myself and don't really have dialogue to bounce with anybody. I saw some of these games that I'm interested in are still referencing back or going to be developed for Xbox One and the PS4. And this is just me. I'm no expert when it comes to game development and what it costs to to make these games. Nor am I an expert of, hey, let's maximize our profits and let's release it on last gen consoles. I'm all right to the point of saying, what, these developers need to stop going to the last gen consoles and just focus on current gen, which are the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5. There's no need to go back and if it's true that, hey, last gen is holding back this gen's consoles, then developers stop focusing on last gen. Nobody's using. I mean, I'm a liar. People are still using them, but still, let's move on to the new gen, which is the Xbox Series, the PlayStation 5, and let's make games focused on that. Now, I am a true believer that you can scale to the hardware, but a lot of people are saying no, it's not. Last gen or really holding back this gen, and we can see it in the graphics. I'm like, okay, whatever. But if that's true, well, then yes, let's go ahead and cut the cord already. Cut the cord, developers. Let go of PlayStation 4, let go of Xbox One, and let's move on and focus on the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5. There's no need to keep releasing on the previous gen. Let's focus on what's new today. And so, but yeah, the biggest one was Killer Clan. I think a lot of people were excited about this. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to end it with this. Like I said, not that big of a show tonight, just because it's just me. It's late. I got to wake up early tomorrow for work. But yeah, Killer Clown. I think this one, kill the show. When they showed this, I think it was amazing. I can't wait for it. I'm excited, and we'll see when it comes out what's all about and who's gonna play. And hopefully, a bunch of my online friends will come out and play. And hey, you too. Hopefully, you guys can come out too and play some of my Killer Clowns. And that's it, guys. So I don't know. So if you're watching this on the replay, put your comments, hit likes. Dude, the same thing that everybody says. Comment, like, subscribe. It is very important. It's not a joke that when people say that, I know it's annoying. And I know it's annoying when people say it's annoying. But it does help the channel tremendously. It adds it to the algorithm that YouTube plays a part of, and, recommends this to every other people out there who's watching, this sort of content. Because creators like myself, gets pushed down into the abyss pretty much, and let the ones that have millions and millions of subscribers, like they need any more, they get the top views. So remember, always comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and that's the end of the show, guys. Good night. Talk to you guys later, and hopefully I'll do another stream real soon this week and not take a 2-week or 3-week hiatus. All right, guys. Good night.